A man of great common sense and good taste, meaning there be a man without originality or moral courage. In an ugly and unhappy world, the richest man can purchase nothing but ugliness and unhappiness. If history repeats itself and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? Men are wise in proportion, not to their experience, but to their capacity for experience. The golden rule is that there are no golden rules, but to admire a strong person and to live under that strong person's thumb are two different things. A man learns to skate by staggering about and making a fool of himself. Indeed, he progresses in all things by resolutely making a fool of himself. Shall I turn up the light for you? No. Give me deeper darkness. Money is not made in the light. Hear it like a man, even if you feel it like an ass. One man that has a mind and knows it can always beat 10 men who haven't and don't. If you teach a man anything, he will never learn. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing and your attitude when you have everything. First love is only a little foolishness and a lot of curiosity. I never resist temptation because I have found that things that are bad for me do not tempt me. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. There are no secrets better kept than the secrets that everybody guesses. Life is not meant to be easy, my child, but take courage. It can be delightful. Don't think you can frighten me by telling me that I am alone. France is alone. God is alone. And the loneliness of God is His strength. I have my own soul, my own spark of divine fire. 2% of the people think, 3% of the people think they think, and 95% of the people would rather die than think. To be in hell is to drift. To be in heaven is to steer. Only in books has mankind known perfect truth, love, and beauty. There is always danger for those who are afraid. What is life but a series of inspired follies? The difficulty is to find them to do. Never lose a chance. It doesn't come every day. There is only one religion, though there are 100 versions of it. If you take too long in deciding what to do with your life, you'll find you've done it. A miracle, my friend, is an event which creates faith. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. The only way to avoid being miserable is not to have enough leisure to wonder whether you are happy or not. Choose silence of all virtues, for by it you hear other men's imperfections and conceal your own. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. I am afraid we must make the world honest before we can honestly say to our children that honesty is the best policy. Most people go to their grave with their music inside them. She had lost the art of conversation, but not, unfortunately, the power of speech. You don't stop laughing. When you grow old, you grow old. When you stop laughing. Liberty means responsibility. That is why most men dread it. Better keep yourself clean and bright. You are the window through which you must see the world. When a thing is funny, search it carefully for a hidden truth. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. The liar's punishment is not in the least that he is not believed, but that he cannot believe anyone else. Doing what needs to be done may not make you happy, but it will make you great. Silence is the most perfect expression of scorn. The power of accurate observation is commonly called cynicism by those who have not got it. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire. You will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. I want to be thoroughly used up. When I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Make it a rule never to give a child a book you would not read yourself. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. There is no love sincerer than the love of food. We learn from experience that men never learn anything from experience. My way of joking is to tell the truth. It's the funniest joke in the world. After all, the wrong road always leads somewhere. A happy family is but an earlier heaven. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. If you can't appreciate what you've got, you would better get what you can appreciate. As long as I have a want, I have a reason for living. Satisfaction is death. All great truths begin as blasphemies. There are those that look at things the way they are and ask why. I dream of things that never were, and ask why not. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. While we ourselves are the living graves of murdered beasts, how can we expect any ideal conditions on this earth? You have learned something that always feels at first as if you have lost something. Imitation is not just the sincerest form of flattery, it's the sincerest form of learning. He who can, does. He who cannot, teaches. You'll never have a quiet world till you knock the patriotism out of the human race. When a stupid man is doing something he is ashamed of, he always declares that it is his duty. The only service a friend can Really render is to keep up your courage by holding up to you a mirror in which you can see a noble image of yourself. Do not do unto others as you would that they should do unto you. Their tastes may not be the same,